Hello, I'm Sandra Pollock. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. I appreciate you taking a few moments of your time out to spend with me. One thing I've noticed over the past 8 or more months, if I wasn't sure of it before, I'm certainly sure of it now. And I'm sure that you will agree with this as well. And this is just how much we really need each other, how valuable and important our connections are, and that as human beings, our connections are our lifeline. I think that prior to this time, we sort of allowed ourselves to be distracted by the busyness and, be distracted into thinking that we can continue with the separateness and the separation that we lived in. But we all need connections. I think connection is a human need. But what we do all need is the right connections. And we need to understand how to make sure that we get those connections right and we work to improve them more effectively. That's become very clear to me. And also that sometimes what we need from our connection changes. That's normal. I think you'll agree. However, in my work, and particularly over the past few months or so, I've noticed through talking to many of my clients and my friends that we've come to expect maybe too much from the wrong people. And that can sometimes be a great issue. Well, imagine this. I'm sure this is something that will resonate with you or you'll recognize. We all want to find that special somebody, and we create visions and ideas in our head about who they will be for us. They'll be our best friend, they'll be our confidant, they will be our tower of strength, they'll be our lover, they'll be all that we need. They'll have the answer to all of our prayers and everything else, and they will make us complete. Yes, we all have that dream. But then we find that we meet this person and somehow they disappoint us because they fail to tick all of those boxes that we have in our heads about who and what they should be. I always say, if one person could provide absolutely everything that was required, then there'd only be one person on this planet, and he or she would be completely happy just with themselves. We're human beings and we have complex needs. And when it comes to support and connection, yeah, that's all complex. We, as I said, are complex. Think over the past week or so and consider whether you found yourself in any particular time or situation where you didn't get the support that you were wanting and hoping for, and maybe you didn't make the connection the way that you wanted to make it. What was that like? Could it be that you had focused your requirements, your expectations towards the wrong person? Could that have happened? Maybe that person wasn't actually capable of providing what you needed and what you were asking for, maybe the emotional support that you were requiring at that time. Maybe the tables were turned. Maybe you were in that situation where you found you were being asked of certain things, certain expectations were being put upon you, but for that person or in that situation, you found that you were unable to meet the needs and the requirements. We've all been there. The key to understanding and to avoiding such disappointments could lie in things such as understanding ourselves better, learning how to read other people more clearly, accepting the differences that people bring into our lives and at different times, maybe even from the same person, having a greater clarity about what makes you tick as an individual, and maybe more clearly understanding why you seem to succeed at certain things, but fail miserably at others. I would, I guess, encapsulate that into the phrase of, self mastery. That's probably how and where I would put it. To know yourself is a really powerful tool to helping you know other people better, improve your relationships, and to make those relationships quality relationships, to create a happier, more satisfying life for yourself, to gain a greater emotional independence, and maybe to balance some of your expectations and needs of others better. We do need those connections. We do need others in our lives, but we will make a better use of the connections that we have when we better understand ourselves and better know who we are and what we are and why we maybe tick the way that we do. It's an amazing world that we live in. And as I said, so complex. But what I've identified, and I'm sure, again, you will probably recognize this, is that the most confident, powerful, and successful people in the world are those who've given themselves time to know themselves. They've decided to work on self mastery. They work on getting to know who they are, why they are, what's their gifts that they're going to bring to the world, and how to work themselves in a way that their interactions, their expectations, their connections, as I said, are much more satisfying and much better. We put so much effort into building our careers, or in particular building our businesses, but how much time do we actually put into building our best selves? Well, I think it's time to change. And I think the situation that we're in and we found ourselves in has showed us that it's time to change. So, with that in mind, I'd like to invite you to join me for my next Power of Wisdom program. I should really change that to Power of Self Wisdom, but POW, POW, sounds much better. Now, these are actually group coaching sessions. They're small groups, no more than between 6 and 8 people, so that you get the attention and the support that you require. And what this program offers you, this self mastery focus, is a greater opportunity to get to know you and to work through who you are in a more effective way. You get to spend time with me in a group situation, and which offers you the opportunity for coaching with me at a much reduced rate. So it's cheaper than if you were going to take up one-to-one coaching with me. That is still available, but maybe you might think that that's beyond your reach. Well, actually, no, it isn't. Not with my PAL program. So if you want to find out more, if you want to take time out for yourself, give yourself time. If you want to improve your confidence, your self-assurance, your emotional independence, if you want to improve the levels of satisfaction that you get out of your life and the levels of personal achievement that you gain and that you achieve, then this is the program for you. I guarantee you work through this program and you will get all of those things and more. It's about change from the inside out. So the enrollment for this program happens only once a year, and it's this time of the year. So I am open to receive applications from people who really want to work on themselves, who want to really become their best self. And I know that that's kind of a cliche, but we're all amazing people. The thing is that we are not taught in all of our learnings, school, university, and other places, we're not taught how to get the best out of ourselves. So I'd like to offer you this opportunity. Success rarely happens by accident. Personal success can be achieved by all of us. You are not exempt from that. But what it does take is time for you to commit to yourself So this is the time. So if you want to get involved in this program, then all you need to do is to contact me. The details are there below, and you want to do this quickly because, as I said, these are small programs and space is limited. So time for you to change, time for you to commit to yourself, and time for you to get on a program that will help you to do exactly that. There is so much more in you. But when we put our expectations too much on other people, then we can get disappointed. How would you like to learn emotional independence? This is your opportunity. So drop me a line at Sandra Pollock at Sandra at sandrapollock.com and put in the title Personal Development Program or POW, and I will come back to you and tell you much more about the program. Enrollment is now. The program will be starting shortly, and it's people like you who are committed to bringing more of themselves into this world that we want to see and hear more from. So get in touch. I look forward to hearing from you. Sandra Pollock signing out for now. Join the POW program. Come on.